welcome to another episode of the Unfinished TBR. I'm Hannah.
I'm Allie.
I'm Casey.
And today is another debrief. And I feel like we should start with the Pledge of Allegiance because it is the July debrief.
Oh, God. I'm thrown back to teaching.
America.
Flashbacks.
In order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterities, to ordain and establish this Constitution of the United States of America.
There we go. Happy 4th of July, everybody. Hope you had a good one. And so we are going through our July reads, and boy, did we have a lot. You got your butt in gear after our mid-year check-in.
I did.
She figured out that she needed to read 14 books each month for the rest of the year to hit her
And I've still
goal.
got a week left.
Yes.
While we're filming this right now, I've got all of today. So
Yes.
Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I've got 6 days left.
Yes.
I'm going to kill it.
Heck yeah. She's going to try to bring down that number for the rest of the months.
Heck yeah. Actually, I looked on Fable, and with all the books that I've read this month, I only have to read 11 books a month now.
Perfect.
Good.
No, we're bringing that number down, dude.
That's more realistic to what you do.
Yes, exactly. Yes. All right. So I guess we should start with what we are currently reading. Allie, what are you currently reading?
I'm still physically reading Beach Read. I am listening to Battle of the Labyrinth.
Heck yeah. That's my favorite.
And I am e-reading Half-Blood Prince.
Nice.
So I've got 2 young adult, 2 children's fantasy. So.
Yes.
So it'll be quick.
Right.
Because those are easy.
And especially now that you're done with
Yeah.
Order of the Beast.
Yes. Yes.
That one is the heftiest book.
Yeah.
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 Awesome.
Yeah,
Casey, what are you reading?
Yeah.
I'm currently reading physically from the library because I've started checking out physical library
Support
books
your
here
library.
lately. I've done 2 so far. I'm on my
go,
second one
girl.
still. I'm physically reading The Final Offer by Lauren Asher,
Nice.
which is the 3rd book in the Dreamland Billionaire series.
Yes. I like it. Are you listening to anything or?
No, just the one at the moment.
Okay.
You'll see here in a little bit, but I did a bunch of them back to back to back to
Right.
back. So I kind of pushed off all of my
Libby
Libby ones popping up
the
and was
Libby
like,
ones.
give yourself a second, read one,
Yeah.
calm, don't want to overwhelm myself. So
Right,
just
right.
one at the moment. Now I have a bunch that are still in the possibly DNFers, but you know,
I
The
gotcha.
Truths Behold and Flock.
Gotcha.
So we'll see if those come back up next
right.
month or not.
Right. I gotcha.
That also means I've not used my Kindle. since
You're right.
then, because I still can't turn it off of airplane mode.
Right.
So I only have the one book on it. So now my Kindle's sitting on my bookshelf literally as if it's a book. For real. I can't do any other books on it right now. Or I have to use my app instead of my actual Kindle.
Yeah. Oh, bless.
Yeah, all right.
I
I'll finish
get
it
though.
eventually.
I get it. Yeah. You go through phases.
Yeah.
That's part of it. And I am currently, the only one that I am actually reading is the ebook of The Risk by S.T. Abbey. I'm reading this because Amanda recommended it. And the series that it is part of is the Mind F series.
Okay.
So
I've
Is it
been
good?
recommended that one. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm only like a couple chapters in. I started it. That was one of the ones that I started right before we went to the hospital last month for Sarah's baby.
Congrats.
Yes, I do have a new nephew. So that's one of the ones I started, and I wasn't feeling it for that time frame. I couldn't get my mind to settle because I knew it was going to be any time. I was waiting on the call to go to the hospital. So I was kind of like jumping in between some things, but that is the only one that is currently on my shelf. Now, I do plan on making my next physical read, The Sentinels in the Oakwood by J.P.S. Stadler, which is the one that Stalder, sorry, that was sent to us from his wife. That one. That is on my... That's going to be my next physical read.
Okay.
So, yes, very excited about that. And the next one on my audio is The Testaments by Margaret Atwood, which is the second one of the Handmaid series.
That's in my TBR list, so you'll have to let me know.
I cannot wait. I hope it answers some of those questions that I had at the end of the Handmaid's Tale. So, fingers crossed.
Oh, are they...
Yeah,
1 and 2?
That's how I understand it. I don't know.
I took it at, and I never looked anything up. This is pure just assumptions, that they were 2 standalone books by the same author.
I feel like it's an add-on.
Really?
Yeah, I might be wrong,
this
though.
is not based on anything.
Yeah, so. I haven't started it. And you know me, I don't read synopsis. So,
going at it blind.
I'm going at it blind, but it's got the same outline of the woman in the cap.
Does
and stuff,
it? Okay.
So I'm assuming they're somehow tied, either a prequel or a sequel or whatever it might be. So yeah, we shall see. I will let you know. I did have a DNF this month, and I feel bad about it, but at the same time, it's just not my cup of tea. I was never a big Alice in Wonderland girl. I wasn't, you know my feelings on polyamorous relationships. So it's...
After your comment at the end of the last episode, I don't think we know. You might need to clarify.
So, if it was different, maybe I'd still give it a shot. But where it's the Alice in Wonderland, I feel like things are going over my head. I feel like I'm not entirely in it. And so I was like, I'm just going to make the choice DNF. Code Red by Taylor Cantrell that we interviewed at the Knoxville Book Festival. Like I said, I feel really bad about it. And it's not a testament of her. It's a testament of it not being my cup of tea. So, which is perfectly fine. That's...
If I'm not your cup of tea, don't drink it. If I'm not your book, don't read it. Am I a papaya?
Me less sassy about it. But yes, essentially that... I'm not as sassy with it, but yes.
I had to throw in some Love Island there. Sorry.
So, yeah.
I've got her.
The trap was set and it worked.
It did.
All right, so let's get into the month, shall we? Allie, you are the first one of the month, finishing on July 2nd.
Boom.
Yes, I do not know when I started this book.
Okay.
This is The Night and the Moth by Rachel Gillig. Rachel Gillig wrote One Dark Window and Two Twisted Crowns.
Which I need to read.
Yes. They are both on Kindle Unlimited. Night and the Moth is not on Kindle Unlimited. Right. I don't know what the cheapest option is. I did get it on Libby and I listened to it. Listening to it. Okay, anyways.
Let's hear it.
I rated this a 5-star. It has a 4.4 overall. So
4.4?
Very, very good.
Wow.
That's impressive.
I'll go ahead and read the synopsis. It says, Sybil Delling has spent 9 years dreaming of having no dreams at all. Like the other foundling girls who traded a decade of service for a home in the great cathedral, Sybil is a diviner. In her dreams, she receives visions from 6 unearthly figures known as omens. From them, she can predict terrible things before they occur, and lords and common folk alike travel across the kingdom of Trom's windswept moors to learn their futures by her dreams. Just as she and her sister diviners near the end of their service, a mysterious knight arrives at the cathedral, rude, heretical, and devilishly handsome. The knight Roderick has no respect for Sybil's visions, but when Sybil's fellow diviners begin to vanish one by one, she has no choice but to seek his help in finding them. For the world outside the cathedral's cloister is wrought with peril. Only the gods have the answer she is seeking. And as much as she'd rather avoid Roderick's dark eyes and sharp tongue, only a heretic can defeat a god.
This sounds
so good. Okay, so you know how like typical fantasy, romantasy books, it's a human girl with a fae guy or like, some
kind
type
of mixture like
school, something like that.
Right.
Rachel Gillig, I mean, it's the same thing with One Dark Window. She is so original.
Nice.
Like, she
Without
doesn't
it being
fall.
forced?
Yes. Like,
Nice.
One Dark Window and Two Twisted Crowns, she had the Providence cards.
Right.
Where...
Yeah, and that's so original.
Yes. And then this, it is they are diviners, and they have gargoyles, and they've got the omens. So
I like those vibes.
I loved this fantasy world, but also Rachel Gillig is notorious for duologies.
So it's not.
So
finished.
it's only going to be 2. I need a Throne of Glass length.
I gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is what I need for this world, and I'm not going to get it because she has already admitted that it's going to be duology.
Gotcha.
So, but
hey, proud of her for sticking to her guns, though.
Gargoyle may be my favorite character of any book ever, and specifically the Bat Gargoyle.
That's
so
a big statement
over Kingsley.
there.
Over Kingsley. Over Kingsley. Yeah. He can talk.
Okay,
So,
that's the only thing that Kingsley's missing. That's what it is. Kingsley, you can't talk.
We'll give Accomplice to the Villain a shot.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
Yeah, let's hope. Anywho, so, and the voice that she does for the gargoyle, too, I'm like, oh my God, this is so good. This is so good. I would read this a million times over. I'm thinking about getting an Audible just so I can buy this book and just listen to it whenever I have a chance.
Love that.
Anyways, so, like, he mixes up idioms. So I don't have the words exactly right, but she's talking about how cruel, like, some people are, and he's like, yeah, think of what they do to dead horses.
Beating
Beat dead.
a
And
horse.
she's like, they don't actually beat dead horses. And he's like, well, then why do they say that? And then so whenever she goes into her dream, like whenever she's working to get these visions for other people,
Right.
what they do is they drown her. So,
Oh my gosh.
and she passes out. So whenever she woke up and she had this horrible vision, she threw up on the ground. And so she like, it's a little while later, it jumps to a little while later, and she's sitting with Gargoyle, and she's like, those visions that I had, they were just horrible. And he's like, listen, don't puke again. I really don't want to clean that up. And she's like, you didn't have to clean it up the first time. I cleaned it up. And he was like, well, yeah, but I had to watch you do that. Like, it's just so
I love
good.
this character already.
Yes. So, actually, I have been on the hunt for a Bat Gargoyle to go on my bookshelf.
Oh, I love that.
So, I'm actually on the hunt for that.
If you know where to find one,
Yes, let me know.
Drop it down in the
Let me
comments
know.
below.
And maybe not like $50 because
Yeah.
I'm not that dedicated
Or
yet.
refer to our GoFundMe.
yes.
I need more than coffee for that one. And then also this has really good spice in it. It doesn't go in depth like we've talked about before.
Right.
It's more like a curtain instead of a closed door.
Right, like you know exactly what's
Yeah.
going on,
Oh, yeah.
but it's not like you're looking at
It's
it like
no
you're
chapter
watching
55.
it happen. Like,
Right. It's no chapter 55.
Okay.
And the love connection between the two, I won't say who, but the love connection between the two, if y'all read it, you know, is just
excited. Yeah, I'm gonna have to
So
use
good.
an Audible credit on this.
so
one.
good.
I
Oh
don't know
yeah.
if I can wait.
Wait, you have to read One Dark Window.
Well, yeah.
I want you to read One Dark Window first.
I'll do that one
because
first.
I think because The Night and the Moth, One Dark Window is so good. I still gave it like a 4.5 star, but I'm afraid that you won't like One Dark Window as much.
Okay.
And
So
it is
start
on
with
Kindle
that one.
Unlimited.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Okay.
then go to Night and the Moth.
Okay. But I'll still probably end up using a credit before
Yeah.
it's available on Libby.
Right.
Because
Right.
it's so popular. I think it was like a several month wait
Yes.
on Libby. Sorry,
Yes.
guys.
So good. So good.
Good start to the month then.
Yes.
And this is where I insert the video that Allie sent us on Snapchat.
This book is my new fourth wing. This book. Oh my God. Bartholomew. You'll understand when you read it. Bartholomew. Oh, that's another thing. The gargoyle calls everybody Bartholomew.
Everybody?
Everybody.
That's hilarious.
And the voice that she does with it, she's like, the narrator, she'll go, now listen, Bartholomew. And the girl, Sybil, will be like, what? And he's like, I wasn't talking to you. Because he just calls everybody Bartholomew.
So everybody
good.
answers to it.
Yes.
That
Yes,
is so
it's so
funny.
good.
I like her humor. I'm liking that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've convinced me. That's going to have to be my next one.
It's
Kindle
better,
is
in
the
my
One Dark Window
opinion,
and stuff.
it's better than When the Moon Hatched. This, like, it's up there with ACOTAR.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's so good.
Consider it added. Consider it added. All right. So I am next because I finished 1984 by George Orwell on July 3rd.
Yeah.
Wow. That was spectacular. I want to read everything George Orwell has ever written. Ever. I want to read memoirs. I want to read biographies. I want to read everything about this man because that was spectacular. I want to know about his entire life to figure out what it was that got him
this?
that little something extra in 1984. Like, oh, that was so good. So let me read the synopsis for anybody who was like me and actually didn't read it in high school. I don't know how I missed that.
That's usually what it is high schools will give the teachers like a spread of books that are along the same vein of stuff, and you may or may not get the same book.
So for anybody who didn't read this in high school, like me, here is the synopsis. A masterpiece of rebellion and imprisonment where war is peace, freedom is slavery, and Big Brother is watching. Thought police, Big Brother, Orwellian. Those words have entered our vocabulary because of George Orwell's classic dystopian novel, 1984. The story of one man's nightmare odyssey as he pursues a forbidden love affair through a world ruled by warring states and a power structure that controls not only information, but also individual thoughts and memory. 1984 is a prophetic, haunting tale, more relevant than ever before. 1984 exposes the worst crimes imaginable, the destruction of truth, freedom, and individuality. It is like... it completely changed my outlook on... I feel like I've been reading so many books here lately that have changed my outlook on reading as a whole and how important it is. Like, obviously, I've always loved reading for what it is escaping into books. I've always loved reading for that. But knowing that it's like looking at it at a deeper level of it being knowledge, it being opening your eyes to other viewpoints, opening the doors to possibility. Like, it is... Oh my gosh, the way they're trying to hide some of the things that happened in the past. And it goes into depth about how this war is like, it's fabricated to keep people in line, you know? And it's like nobody knows because all of their thoughts have been reduced. They've taken out words, they've taken out everything and reduced it to simple thoughts because that is all that they want to... That's all that they want to comprehend. It is unreal. They've lost the ability to think for themselves. And that's what's terrifying. That is the big picture scope of it. And wow, the importance of reading. It is so important. Because that's the thing, is he's reading these storylines and stuff. And it's like in his mind, he knows that wasn't the case last week. They just completely rewrote history.
Right.
And he knows it because he remembers rewriting that history before. Mm-hmm. But he can't let on that he knows because then they'll be like, oh, he knows too much. You know? Thought police. It's unreal. And I got to thinking about it. And like it was so in my head. Okay, so the only way you would be able to do this on a screen is having two versions, like side by side, where it shows what's actually happening, like the facial expression, like the stoic, you can't show any expression whatsoever to anything that's going on the screen, and then like the internal of what is going on, like his actual, if he could give facial expressions, this is what it would be. That is the only way I could see this being, because I mean they're having to school their features, and the biggest thing of acting is those macro expressions. And you can't even have that because of the thought police.
Yeah, because they're being watched at all times.
Constantly. Oh my gosh.
You know there is a movie of this.
Is there really?
Yeah. I don't necessarily recommend it.
I feel like
personally, I watched it. Not my cup of tea, but...
See, like I said, I don't know how they could... I feel like it would be boring because, I mean, it's just straight face the whole time.
Yeah. It kind of gives you that feeling.
Yes. I do want to talk about one scene in particular that really, like, it really drove home how messed up this society is, because they were talking about, like, they were watching the hate video. They were doing the hate video, and it was like 2 minutes long of just this like, it just made everybody hyped up and like ready to hurt each other. And he was talking about how he saw this girl and he looked at her and he wanted to sexually abuse her and like slap her and like and all this stuff. Well, that ends up being the girl that reaches out to him and finds a way to communicate with him, and they end up finding that place to get away together. And he literally tells her whenever they're alone, he's like, she's like, what did you first think of me whenever you saw me? And he was like, I wanted to rape you. Like, literally tells her. And she laughs about it and still wants to be with him. If I heard that,
so scary.
Immediate red flag.
Right.
Immediate run away. But because they are so starved for human connection of any kind that isn't scripted, that isn't, this is who you're told to be with, because they are so deprived of individual thought, she doesn't even clock this as a bad thing.
Yeah. I
But
did not
also,
remember that line at all.
For there to be a video that causes them to have that much rage. And I mean, think about these fear-mongering videos that we see all the time about the bad things that are happening and stuff. And like, it immediately gets you worried. But then if you just do a little digging and see like a different viewpoint, actually, it's not the way it seemed in that video. That is how it was portrayed. Oh my gosh. It's like, it's another example of keep your eyes peeled. Know who to trust, know who not to trust. Do your research. Read. Think for yourself. It is so important. It's so important. Oh my gosh. It just hit home so much. I don't know if it would have hit home like this in high school. I would have been like, oh God, I have to read it. So I'm just going to suffer through it. Now I chose to read it on my own.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm so glad that I did. And like I said, I'm going to read everything this man has ever written. Ever. Anything about him, I want to read. So I rated it a 5 out of 5. It is a 4.2 overall with 5.19 million reviews on Goodreads.
Oh, wow.
It's a 4.0 on Fable. But yeah, 5.19 million reviews. It is on Libby. It is $8.91 paperback. Fabulous. Cannot praise it enough.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I find it ironic to have digital versions of.
Oh, it's very funny. It is very ironic
when the whole book is getting, things are being edited in. Like the paper and stuff, which at the time they didn't have the digital copies. Right. They were having to physically take them and alter them. Mm. But in today's world, that would be editing a document online. It's like, here's a digital copy of this book that tells you we edit digital copies of things.
Yes, it is. It's very
it is.
Ironic. Yes, but at the same time, accessibility, right?
Oh yes. No, like it's just like
yeah. It's kind of like
you think a little more too.
It's along the same lines of being excited for Sunrise on the Reaping back in the day, where it was like, the irony.
Are we the Capitol waiting on Haymitch to go into the arena? Oh,
stay tuned the rest of this episode to hear our thoughts on that. All right, so Casey, you are next.
Oh, it's me.
Yes.
All right, from June 25th.
I think
to
I'm
July.
also a part of this.
Yes, you are. Okay. You read it later on in the month.
Yes. Okay. So I read it from June 25th to the July 6th. When did you read it from?
I don't remember when I started. It was definitely like June. It was in June because I was at the beach. So the first week of June.
Yes.
I finished July 12th.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
And this is Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix.
Yes.
We've both finished this one.
Oh, wasn't it so good?
It was so good. This on Goodreads is rated 4.5 stars overall, and I gave it 5. I think this is like one of the few. I
gave it 4.5. Yeah, I gave it 4.5.
This I think is my favorite out of all of them so
It's
far.
so good. What did you?
My favorite is the fourth one.
Goblet of Fire.
Yes.
Yes.
My favorite's that one.
Nice.
I might say that every single time I read a new one, to be honest. At this point, I'm not sure.
Well, it just keeps progressively getting better.
Yes.
It is.
Yes.
Oh, Sirius Black.
Did he really die, or did he just get pushed behind the veil?
He's died.
He's dead.
That's death.
He's
okay.
That's the veil of death.
Well, I figured, but it wasn't like his spirit is still behind the veil.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Yeah, it's like his spirit is stuck there.
Yeah. That's so sad.
I don't know.
He's died.
Well, yes.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. He's died.
Yeah.
I just have to get it out because it makes me sad because Sirius Black was my favorite. What did you think of Severus in this one?
Snape? Mm-hmm. Okay. I actually have this written down.
Yes.
I actually have this written down.
Okay.
So, I feel like the whole Harry's dad and Sirius, it was totally like just been like, oh, he was just a kid. They do kid things. They do kid. Yeah. And I was like, they bullied him like straight up.
This is
tortured. Yeah, tortured.
Yeah.
Snape.
Boys will be boys.
Her face.
Is messing with
she does not agree with us.
Well, no, I do agree that they were bullies, but
I do not believe in any way that this justifies his behavior towards Harry.
No,
because the child is not the parent.
Yes,
you're the
he's
adult.
a teacher.
The reason that I
not
could
saying
not,
that, but James Potter.
Yes, yeah, it was
if you were
definitely.
alive.
It was definitely, but at the same time, I can remember being.
And Sirius was just like, oh, we were children. That's what children do. And I'm like,
no,
not even a sorry. Could you even pull out a sorry for him?
I mean, theirs was a bit extreme.
They showed the poor boy's dirty underwear. What if he just ran it? What if he just forgot to do the laundry? That was his like period underwear for a dude. You know. Nobody wears the nice underwear for your period underwear.
Right.
Like, if somebody saw my period underwear, I'd be embarrassed.
Right. And I'm not saying it justifies it, but at the same time, think about, like, how young they were at that age. I'm
She's
serious.
saying the same thing.
No, I'm serious.
Yes, you are serious. You're saying the same thing Sirius is saying.
I'm serious, though. Like, I think about the times when... like I've been mean, and it's like I look back at those times and I'm like, oh, Hannah,
but if that
would have,
but if that conversation would have came up, you would have still been like, I hate that we did that. You know,
I feel like they said that.
Okay,
it's been a while.
I don't
since
feel like
read
they took enough accountability to be like, we were mean.
Yeah.
Well,
we were just
boys
kids.
Just being boys.
Boys will be boys.
He so brushed it off.
Yeah.
Like, it's nothing.
Yeah.
He should get over it. You tormented this
Yes.
person. If I had been Severus, I also would have hated you until the day you died.
And probably
yeah.
your children too.
but
I would not have treated your children
No.
like that. Even if I did harbor a small part of resentment,
No,
I would
totally.
have avoided you, though.
exactly
In
not
that aspect,
made
I would have
a
been
point
like,
of making you the
Especially when his parents aren't there to even like get the repercussions
yeah.
of it.
Also, I
Yeah.
probably would have felt bad. I'd been like, you weren't even raised by the people that
Yeah.
harassed me. I'd have been like,
Right.
it hurts to look at you.
yeah.
Right.
But I would have been like, I need to separate and make this more just, I'm sorry, as a student, you are a data point now.
Yes. Yeah.
This is how you're performing within my classroom. You are excelling at blah, blah, blah. You
Right.
need to work on this.
Like, we're not
And
expecting
I
I'm not
wonder-
going to come see you and find you for other things. I'm not
Exactly.
going to seek out to like do extra stuff with you
Yes.
unless it is within my teacherly duties. Like,
Yes.
it's very business.
And I wonder if it's because everybody talks about how much he looks like his father.
It still
And it
doesn't
is.
justify
Nobody
it.
But it
talks
doesn't
about how
justify
much it doesn't justify it,
Right.
but that's
said
another
justified it.
added
Oh my God.
layer.
Well, he also, it's also not just Harry. I mean, he bullies
all of
bullies
Gryffindor.
Hermione. He bullies Neville like crazy. And there's no justification for that.
No.
It doesn't matter what happened to you in your childhood. That child did absolutely nothing to you. You are the adult at it.
Again, it does. I do not feel like the behavior justifies Snape in any way on his actions as an adult.
But yes, they did.
But I
him.
also agree that
especially
James
with
Potter
him
was
being
a crap.
Voldemort supporter at one point. Like I feel like nobody can come back from that.
No, I mean, as he's getting bullied, the girl that stands up for him, like he calls her a slur.
Yeah.
Yes, literally.
Like, bruh, she is the only one sticking up for you right now, and you're acting like that. Like, oh gosh, I can't even. That nothing pisses me off more.
Yeah.
And then at that point, I feel like James is justified in what he does because it's like, no, you're not going to speak to Lily like that, you know. But you're not going to say a word like that.
I also feel like his behavior towards Hermione 100% is supposed to show that he has not grown as a person either. That he is also a bad person because he hates her for everything that, oh my God, I forgot her name. Lily
was.
Evans was. I mean, Hermione is Lily.
Yes.
So
you've
not learned
version.
from your mistakes.
Yeah.
So which then puts into question, did you learn from your mistakes as a Death Eater?
Right.
Can we
really
trust you?
Exactly. Have you guys watched the movie yet?
Sirius Black is a bad guy as a teen.
As a teen, yeah.
I mean, Casey obviously has watched the movie before.
Have you guys watched it since reading the book?
I have not watched this one. What did I just watch?
Goblet of Fire?
Yes, I watched Goblet of Fire.
Okay.
Oh my God.
With Edward.
The amount of stuff that was left out. I told Caleb the second the movie started, we're 10 minutes in and I'm like, we are flying through this book. This is a 26-hour long listen. I have 2 hours to get this in and I know it's got to be fast, but I was like, holy crap.
So much left out.
And all the good stuff is left out.
Yes.
All of Winky's part.
Yeah.
Which was so
how
prevalent.
pertinent that is to the story.
Yes.
Like they leave out whose wand they use. They leave out how it even happened, which is the setup for who it's doing all of this in this, like the bad guy of this book.
They really stretched on. They took huge liberties.
And thinking back, because I watched these before I read them, I remember thinking, well, this isn't that good of a movie. I never got attached enough to the villain to understand why they did what they did.
Right.
And reading the book, I'm like, oh my God, I was supposed to, though.
Yeah.
Like, I was supposed to have all this background to be like, one, I forgot the guy's name.
Yeah.
When I watched the movies.
Yeah.
It was so easily forgettable. Like, it was just gone. I was like, you're here, you're there. Okay, you were a breath.
Barty Crouch turning into a bone. And in the movie, his body's just there.
Yeah, you're like,
no, he's supposed to be missing, and it's a bone.
Okay.
Like, gosh, it kills me. It kills me.
The whole thing.
And they lean into Moody being Barty Crouch Jr. way too much in the movies to where it's not a surprise because the whole like.
It was a surprise to me because I was like, that guy was important.
But in the book, he's
so
like,
fleeting.
no, Father, I didn't do it.
Don't
I didn't
send me
do it.
away.
And I really didn't think that he did it. And
Right.
I was like, oh, that's so sad. And then
turns out he actually did
He
do
actually
it. He's
did
just
it.
a very good actor.
But in the movie, he's like,
yeah, and it's
You
like,
look like a
oh,
bad
that's
guy.
him. Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah. Yeah. So, all right. Well, you guys, this is where my, irks with the movies really
Intensifies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do
Is
have a
the Order of the
story.
Phoenix. Let's hear it.
About, and I told Casey this story.
Okay.
So we are going to Disney World in December.
You have to finish these books before then.
We're going to Universal for the first day.
I want to
They have
hate
a
you
new.
so bad.
Yeah, because I didn't do any research to get any spoilers on this book. I didn't even watch the movies growing up. Okay.
Yeah.
So they have a new Universal Studio. They have a new site or whatever. And this one has Nintendo World.
Yes.
It has How to Train Your Dragon.
Yes.
And it has the Ministry of Magic.
That's amazing.
You can do 3D tours
Oh, no.
on these lands, on these islands. And hanging up in the Ministry of Magic, it says Dolores Umbridge to go to trial today. So I spoiled this book because I was in the middle of reading this. I spoiled this book by booking a vacation.
That's tough.
I didn't do it. I didn't even look up fan castings on TikTok. Because that's how it normally happens.
Yeah, that is how it normally happens. You gotta learn. You gotta learn to wait until the end of the series to look up fan castings. Oh, bless. Oh, bless.
I needed to get that out.
Yes, that's an insane way. What is the most insane way that a book has been spoiled for you? Because I think Allie just topped you, but drop a comment down below and let us know.
Yeah, booking a vacation. I want to go to Disney while Isla still thinks that it's really Mickey and Minnie running around.
Right. She's gonna die.
I know.
At Minnie.
Oh my gosh.
She's gonna die.
She loves Minnie.
Yes. All right, so
that Entangled. Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix is also on Kindle.
Yeah, it is. I bought the Kindle copies, but it is on Kindle Unlimited if you're not
womp womp.
which I did buy them before they were on Kindle Unlimited, or it might have even been before I had Kindle Unlimited. So there's my excuse. Don't judge me. Now I have every single version of it. I have the audio version, I've got the Kindle version, and I've got the physical version. Anyway, all right, so.
Do you have the movies?
Of course I do.
So you literally have
have everything. Everything. Now it is your turn with the conditions of will.
Okay, so these will be rapid fire. All right.
What, were they not good?
They were, Conditions of Will was 3.5 star. It is rated a 4.4 overall. Maybe I just didn't get the vibes that y'all were getting. I don't know. But this is the Conditions of Will by Jessa Hastings. I read it because I really like the cover.
And this is the woman that wrote...
the same author who wrote Magnolia Parks. Yes.
Which
so I gave her another shot.
Was it worth it?
I mean, it wasn't like, oh my God, it was worth it. Thank you. I did it. But it was a 3.5 star.
It wasn't as bad
as
Magnolia Parks.
Right. So this is, I read July 2nd through July 7th. I did like parts of the book. It had family drama, traumatic childhood, psychology of everyday things. And like I said, it didn't astound me. So I will read the synopsis.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Alrighty. I can't remember the last time I couldn't get a handle on myself and my emotions, but the lid is slipping. Something about the slipping lid feels like it's Sam Penny's fault, like he broke the seal and he's slowly opening me up. London-based Georgia Carter, professional lie detector and body language savant, has long been estranged from her infuriating, close-minded, wealthy South Carolina family. After a falling out years ago, the chasm runs deep between the black sheep, Georgia, and her gay alcoholic brother, and their parents and elder siblings. But when their father dies suddenly, Georgia returns to the States for the funeral, where she comes face-to-face with Sam Penny, her brother's AA sponsor. Amid the tensions, dramas, and revelations of the family reunion, Georgia and Sam are instantly drawn to each other. However, Georgia's brother also harbors feelings for Sam, and the last thing Georgia wants to do is hurt the only family she's ever really had. When their father's will reveals a surprising bequest to a mysterious stranger, Georgia's ability to read people becomes crucial in unraveling her father's hidden past. The delicate balance within the family teeters. The secrets, both old and new, threaten to push them beyond the breaking point. There are only so many cracks a damaged family can take before it shatters. Really, I said I really, really love the love interest, Sam Penny. Mm-hmm. I cannot stand any other character. The sister specifically, she should have just smacked her across the face and called it a day because nothing else was going to happen. And she even told everybody, she's like I said, she has a doctorate or a master's or something from Cambridge in psychology. And she told her family, she was like, she's a narcissist. She is textbook narcissist. She has anger issues and violent tendencies and everything. And her mom's like, oh, Georgia. And it just, but I mean, it wasn't bad. So Next, and the cover is really, really pretty.
Okay.
I love the cover.
Okay.
Anywho, Conditions of Will. You can find this on Kindle. I listen to it on Spotify. Then we got July 7th through the July 8th. We've got Sandwich by Catherine Newman. I gave this a 3-star. It is 3.6 overall. It is a 6-hour read, so I was able to listen to this in 3 hours.
Nice.
So, that one.
Is that the reason that you picked it up?
You'll notice there is a trend this month. All right.
She's trying to get caught back up. That's what it is.
Sandwich. That's such a strange title.
It
Yes.
is.
So, like, they go to this vacation spot, and when it's... Let me read this.
Yeah, read the synopsis.
So, for the past 2 decades, Rocky has looked forward to her family's yearly escape to Cape Cod. Their humble beach town rental has been the site of sweet memories, sunny days, great meals, and messes of all kinds. Emotional, marital, and thanks to the cottage's ancient plumbing, septic too. This year's vacation, with Rocky sandwiched between her half-grown kids and fully aging parents, promises to just be as delightful as summers past, except perhaps for Rocky's hormonal bouts of rage and melancholy. Hello, menopause. Her body is changing, her life is too, and then a chain of events sends Rocky into the past, reliving both the tenderness and sorrow of a handful of long-ago summers. It's one precious week, everything is in balance, everything is in flux, and when Rocky comes face to face with her family's history and future, she is forced to accept that she can no longer hide her secrets from the people she loves. So... in the book, it talks about she's got grown children. She's going through menopause. It talks about, like, the struggles with all that. Mm-hmm. Maybe it's because I'm nowhere near that part of my life.
It didn't really resonate.
Yeah, I was like, geez Louise, I hope I don't talk about myself like this whenever I get that age, you know? It's like, she talks about, she's like, take all the nudes you can, which is true. Take all the nudes you can before you have kids, because...
Oh my gosh.
I'm going to
find a TikTok real quick.
Oh God, I thought you were going to pull up nudes. I was like,
no.
like,
Nobody wants
Casey.
that. Nobody wants that.
While you're looking that up, I will say that this was released June 18th, 2024.
I just registered what you said.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
While this was released June 18th, 2024, and Wreck, which is the sequel to this book, will be released October 28th, 2025. And that one, I think I would be more interested in because it's almost like a mystery.
Okay.
Because she witnesses a wreck or something.
Okay.
And then she's trying to figure out like what is happening. I don't know.
But it's the same character?
It's the same character.
Huh.
I don't know. I don't know. But, and then after you find that, I've got my favorite reviews from Kindle. From Google. All right. So my favorite reviews on Google. Will Jones rated this 3-star. Well written, quote, well written. Content is liberal hippie.
Liberal hippie.
Yes, it is very liberal. I will say that.
Gotcha.
It is very liberal.
Is there more to that one review?
No. Now this one is.
It makes me want to read it though.
This is the last review that I wrote down.
Is.
This is the last review that I wrote down, but it is the best one. Okay, Christina Book rated this 5-star and quote starting now. I appreciate how this book lets you know by page 11 that it is woke. Thank you. I hate when I get halfway through a book or movie and fully invested in it and then have the required wokeness shoved down my throat. What a time saver.
Yes. Yeah. I'm on board.
Yes.
With that review.
Yes.
I'm gonna end up adding this to my TBR. These are so outlandish.
Oh gosh.
The reviews are selling it for me. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm dead.
All right. Sandwich by Catherine Newman. You can find this on Kindle. I listened through it through Libby.
That is
hilarious. Then on July 8th through July 9th, I read The Sea of Monsters by Riordan.
Yes.
I gave this a 4-star. This is a 4.19 overall.
How did your perception of this one change?
Okay, so since the last time I read this book, I have read Circe by Madeleine McCann, I think.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Or is that
her
the
name.
girl that's missing in the UK? The little girl that's missing?
I have no clue.
She's been missing for like years, and everybody thinks her parents did it because like her dad went back to work after like 7 days or something like that. Like they were on vacation. Anywho,
yeah.
Madeline McCann is the disappearing girl.
who is Circe written by?
Spell that.
Circe.
I don't know why.
Madeline Miller.
Oh,
Miller.
Okay, I was close.
Yes.
Anywho, so
Since the last time you read The Sea of Monsters, you've read Circe.
yes, and Sea of Monsters is essentially just the same thing that Circe was.
Really?
Yes, it's the story
Except
of
better.
Yes. 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 And it's
Riordan did it
and
better.
it's to where a child would like
Right.
it, so it's entertaining.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
Versus Circe, you're like, oh my god, like let's go. Why don't I just read Oedipus? But like with the whole instead of Circe turning Percy into a pig, she turns him into a guinea pig.
Yes.
And then Oedipus was really the one who ended up disarming Circe, but he tricked her.
Yes.
You know, so it's the same thing that Annabeth did.
Yeah.
And
It's
then
like
it's got
aspects
the
of each of them.
Cyclops.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. So it's all it's the story of Oedipus.
I
Just
love that.
like, but it's still Percy. Like
Yes.
you can tell it's not a retelling.
He's so snarky.
He's just pulling things
Yes.
from Oedipus, you know?
Yes.
To where, so.
It's entertaining. I love it.
Yeah. This is also a very quick read.
Yes, it
I
is.
love Tyson.
I know.
I love Tyson. So, yeah, that's really all I have to say about Sea of Monsters.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Sea of Monsters, I listened to on Libby. It is $6 on Kindle.
It was either 6 or 7.
I could not find it on Spotify. I found it on Libby.
Yes, we talked about that.
Yes.
And now it is my turn
Yes.
with The Staircase in the Woods.
Yes.
This is what I was about to start reading at the beginning of the last debrief. It is by Chuck Wendig, who also wrote the
That's a
Book of
Wendigo if I've ever heard
Accidents.
of one.
Do what?
Wendigo.
That's a Wendigo if
Yeah.
I've ever heard of one. Chuck Wendig. You think I wouldn't pick up on that?
We caught you.
That's it.
So this is the same one that wrote the Book of Accidents, which I read back in December, I believe it was. So good. And I got on this list almost immediately after it released, and it still took me this long to get. It released April 29th.
That's crazy.
And it took me this long to get.
I am on the
Yeah.
wait list.
Yeah, and it's a long wait list. It's at one point there were 112 people in line waiting on Libby. That was crazy. So let me get the synopsis here.
Where I'm on the wait list, I can update. I can give an update.
Yes.
Several month wait on Tennessee Reads, about an 18-week wait for Knox County. So for Tennessee Reads, 436 people waiting in total, 109 people waiting per copy. For Knox County, which is the line that I am in, I placed 5th of July. I am 37th in line. I started 48th. 4 copies in use, 42 people waiting in total, 11 people waiting per copy. So
That's
if
a
you
lot.
have a Knox County library card,
That's
the
the
way
way
to
to
go. But yeah, Tennessee Reads 436 people waiting in total.
Yeah. So that's been the trend since I had it. So let me read the synopsis real fast. A group of friends investigates the mystery of a strange staircase in the woods. While on a camping trip, 5 high schoolers bound by an oath to always protect one another discover something in the middle of the forest, a mysterious staircase to nowhere. One friend climbs up, but does not come back down. Then the staircase disappears. 20 years later, it reappears, and the friends return to find the lost boy and what lies beyond the staircase. Wow.
Crazy.
Oh my gosh. This would be the ultimate scary movie. This would be, I mean, top
Really?
tier. I am not kidding at all. It would be amazing. Holy cow, I got so invested so quickly. He's got this way of writing that just pulls you in immediately. The backstory of these kids was amazing. I hated Lore. I hated her. But like, there was also another thing that, and I'm going to talk about it just because, like, this book, the last book, the next book are all a little bit political, each in their own right. This one was forced, though. It was like, in the sense of 1984 and the sense of Animal Farm, which is next that I read, it is like a overview of politics as a whole. And so you can draw whatever conclusions you want. You can literally, if you want to draw it to a certain side, you can. That's how ambiguous it is. It's just a reminder to stay focused, to keep an eye open. Sunrise on the Reaping is the same way. But this one, there was literally like a rally in New York City that she was yelling at one of, here 20 years, after high school, she's yelling at one of the guys because he was at this rally, this red rally for this president. Obviously, it was a different name, but she was like,
"That red rally.
That Nazi, and that you're
Holy
a bigot.
Cow.
They're
close." But they're going too close.
Well, that's what I'm saying is they made it exactly, and I was like, okay, just shut up. But she obviously had things wrong with her. Like she was obviously going through things. She did a lot of drugs in the high school, like they dropping acid, stuff like that, like hardcore stuff in high school. So I mean, I was like, okay, so and not to mention she was dating this guy, or like about to date this guy that went missing, and so that messed with her too. Like they were in a fight, and that is why he felt the need to go up these stairs, is because he was like kind of getting away from her, and so she feels this guilt. So I was like, okay, so she's going super hardcore because of this guilt that she feels. No, and like she's yelling at this guy for no reason, just because he went to this rally or whatever, and he later on in the book is the one that ends up apologizing when she like called him a bigot and stuff, and like. And that just felt weird to me, because she brought it up out of nowhere. Like, he wasn't talking about it. He wasn't, like, it didn't even come up until she was like, I saw you went to that, and, like, was, like, yelling at him over it. And it's like, dude, we know exactly what you are talking about, and I don't want to read about that. Like, I don't, but I held on because I knew that she had some issues that she was working through. So I was like, maybe it'll be like a character development thing where she's like, I'm sorry that I yelled at you like that. We can all be peaceful together. We can all coexist, and it's perfectly fine. Kumbaya, No, he ends up apologizing later on because he angered her when he did nothing. He wasn't even the one to bring it up. And so that kind of pissed me off a little bit. That's the only reason it didn't get a 5-star for me, was because of that.
Yeah.
That's the only reason, because the rest of the book was fantastic.
Yeah, especially because you read more for escapism.
Exactly.
Exactly.
I don't
reality. You're like, I don't want to touch that.
No. I don't want anything even close to reality. I want to get as far away as possible. And this was not it. So, just that section. And that's another thing too, is it was completely unnecessary. It had absolutely nothing to do with the book. The book was in no way political. Why are you bringing politics, so clearly one side of politics, into it? You know
the Superman movie?
Does it
supposed
do
to
it
get
too?
Political. Yeah. Why? What?
Why?
Was it? It was political.
Yeah.
I watched it and it didn't seem political to me.
Okay.
There's a bunch of rumors that they're bringing politics into it. Like it's supposed to. Like there's always like a touch of something in everything.
I mean, I understand the
Is what I've
touch,
heard.
but this was like in your face, just like slap you across, like the worst
It just
kind.
gets annoying, like whenever it's everything. Like this is Superman.
Yes, exactly.
I've got to say, it was subtle enough that it didn't feel like they were shoving like
one side or the other.
Yeah, one side of the other,
especially
down
with
my
Hollywood,
throat.
Especially with Hollywood being one side.
Yes,
I mean,
exactly.
I could probably make assumptions, but I would have to be making assumptions.
So yeah, that was the only thing that like really. That's the only reason it didn't get a 5-star for me, because this book had everything in it. It was terrifying. It was jaw dropping. It was captivating. It was. Absolutely, I could not wait to get to the next part. It was these rooms. It was like a Rubik's Cube where the rooms shifted, and it was all one big house where bad things happened to people. Mm-hmm. Like people killed somebody or they killed themselves or
Luigi's challenge on Mario Party.
Even scarier. Yes, but even scarier.
Got it.
And I don't know how to explain it other than it would cater to each of them and try to get them to wallow and be self-pitying to the point where they are consumed by this house. They become one with the house and they have to find their way back to each other.
Monster House.
It's so good.
For somebody to plagiarize out in the open. Wow.
Which gets me to my next part. Which before I go any further, several trigger warnings on this book.
You
self-harm
said
for
horror,
one thing.
I was already out.
Self-harm for one thing, the abuse for another. It's very scary and it's very heavy stuff that they go through. But it's so good. I can't recommend it enough. And at the very end, this is the first book that I have heard this with. There was a note at the end saying this work cannot be used for training AI.
Ooh.
Yes.
I actually think I saw that.
Yes.
Or did you screenshot it or something and send it to us? No?
No, because I was listening to this one.
Okay.
So
yeah.
I heard it and I was like...
I've heard that too.
Yeah.
Good.
But I don't know what.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
I think it was on an author's website. I think I looked up Rachel Gillig.
Good for her.
Yeah.
Hey, authors out there, put that note anywhere.
Should we put it on the podcast?
You know what? I'm going to put it on the podcast. Our podcast cannot be used to train AI.
I don't know why they want
AI
to,
overview on Google.
Now that you mention it.
You can leave that AI overview, but don't go nitpicking
Stop from
for
now
us,
on.
okay? Just leave that. Don't go any further with it. But yeah, I thought that was very interesting. So I think that needs to be talked about more. So gave it a 4 out of 5. Like I said, could have been a 5. It was a 3.8 overall. Libby has a long wait, but it is $13.99 on Kindle. Is the cheapest option right now. So that was it on Staircase in the Woods.
Okay.
Sunrise on the Reaping.
We both got it.
Yes.
Oh my God, you finished it this month?
Yes, she did. So
All right, I read it from July 7th to July 10th.
Yes.
I read it from July 11th to July 16th.
It's like, did I turn it in on Libby and you pick it
Possibly.
up?
Oh, how cool would that be?
That would
be
be awesome.
amazing.
Yeah.
Did you listen to it?
Yes.
There's literally no
On
way
Libby.
to track that. But
Oh my God, that would be so cool.
I have to
We're telling
ask.
ourselves though.
I have to ask, did the Libby version have those 2 mistakes that I showed you guys?
I didn't pay attention.
I don't remember if they were in the same spots, but there were 2 spots where something went and skipped. So I think they went back and they've edited
They
it.
fixed it. But I still have the videos that prove that there's an original.
Mm-hmm.
That's so curious. So you did notice that there was a little gap.
Yeah, I don't
was-
remember where, but I was just like, did it skip? Oh, it just paused. And now we're back again. Okay.
But I have heard there was a book that I read this month that had that where it was different inflection.
But did it repeat?
Yes. Different inflection.
Oh.
Yeah.
This was the first time I'd ever heard an audio mistake.
Yeah.
The same time I was reading Sunrise on the Reaping, I was watching We Were Liars on Amazon Prime.
So that character.
Highly suggest. The guy who plays Johnny on We Were Liars is going to be the Haymitch in the
Amazing.
movie Sunrise on the Reaping.
Dude.
You all have to watch We Were Liars.
I'm going to read it first.
Because, no.
I have to.
No, you have to. Because isn't the movie coming out in November?
Next November.
Next November?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
There's still time.
with how good We Were Liars, the TV show was, I don't think that we could beat the book. I don't think the book could beat it. It was so good.
You always
I
think
cried.
that, but
I cried.
it's very rare that the show or movie is better than the book. Very rare.
I literally
But-
cried. It was so good. But for you to understand the significance between him playing both characters, you have to at least watch
Okay.
We Were Liars.
Deal.
So,
Deal.
because it'll break your heart even more.
Oh boy.
I'll tell you that.
Oh.
I will
boy.
tell you that.
Ah. All right. So, how did you guys fare with Sunrise on the Reaping? We've talked about it a little bit. We made a few
Yes.
videos We made a few videos back to back
did.
talking about it, but we haven't talked about it much. We talked a little bit on the phone about it that one day.
Yeah, I think this may be the favorite of the series.
It's so good.
Yeah. What did you rate this one?
5-star.
Yeah.
5 stars.
Easy.
It's 4.62 overall.
Yeah.
I don't know how you could give it less than a 5-star. I really don't.
Me neither.
You were telling us one time that Matt was like, I've put together whenever he was reading Harry Potter.
Yes.
He put together things that he didn't even know he had questions about.
Yes.
That book did this.
Yes.
For Hunger Games.
Mm-hmm. But in a way to where, like, even when you go back and reread the Hunger Games, there's no loophole or there's no plot hole in it.
No.
It's like it's like the itty bitty seam. She found a seam and she just cracked it open a little bit and was like, here's some more.
Did you see? Warys was fine before.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
His Hunger Games.
That video
but
is
it didn't
still
even
going
know.
off, by the way, on Instagram. We're almost at 750 views.
Oh my god,
750,000 views.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but yes, that one, Mags.
Yeah.
Mags.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Haymitch
I agree with that
deserved
theory you'd posted.
every sip. Haymitch deserved every sip of alcohol.
Did I wish that he didn't? Yeah.
And the line where he's like, no thanks, I don't drink. I broke right there. I was like, oh no.
I forgot about that. I forgot about that.
When he said that, and I was like,
two.
oh God, you're an alcoholic in the movies.
Yes. And as soon as he said that line, that's exactly what I thought of.
Something has to happen. Like, you already you're pre-gut wrenching. You're
Yeah.
like, okay, just pull the knife already.
Exactly. That's the thing. Like, we knew exactly how his story ended up. We knew exactly.
The whole time I'm listening to this was just, oh yeah, I like this character. I hope that,
yeah,
I can't make it.
Yeah.
Oh, like every single time, and it was just, no.
Yeah.
No.
Beatty's family.
Don't even get me started. You know something else? Have you seen the casting for
Dude,
Ampert?
It is spot. Oh my God. He's so young.
They're doing age-accurate casting.
Yes. I've been following them.
Thank God.
Yeah.
F my life.
I'm going to die.
My heart is already broken before seeing it. Why did they not turn this into a TV show?
Dude. Oh my God. They are the casting. I've never seen such good casting since Harry Potter.
Have you seen the side by side of Katniss and the girl who's playing
Luella?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Have you seen that?
Yes.
Speaking of which, Lulu,
Kill me now.
And Lulu looks just like a underfed version of Luella.
They made that
and she was
casting
singing.
amazing.
She was singing District 11.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
I can't. Haymitch deserved every drink.
Yes.
Haymitch deserved every drink. How dare you, Suzanne Collins, for making me feel bad for Snow for a small bit of time in Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes.
How dare you? I agree with all of the videos that said Suzanne Collins saw those Snow edits where everybody was thirst trapping him and said, no.
Yeah.
Sunrise on the Reaping. Put it away. You're in trouble. You're grounded.
Don't forget, never forget what this man is capable of.
Yes.
Oh my God.
I don't care if he's hot when he's younger. No.
Yeah, like Sunrise on the Reaping, it felt like just a prequel. Yeah. This felt like just like almost like a summary. Yes. Does that make any sense?
Here's the way I've seen it, and I think I said this already. So any newcomers, you haven't heard this yet, but old timers, yes, you have. But Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes is a prequel to the Hunger Games book. This one, Sunrise on the Reaping, is a prequel for Catching Fire.
Mm-hmm.
Because of all of the connections made with those characters. We see Beatty. We see Warys.
Yes.
We see Max. We see Effie being who she is. Oh my gosh. Effie was the original stylist. Horrible.
It was
Hated
Madge?
her. I can't remember.
I think it was Madge.
Mazily ripping her a new one was fabulous.
Yeah.
Fabulous.
No, that wasn't the original stylist. She was the mayor. She was what Effie Trinket.
Okay.
She was like the what did they call it?
Announcer or whatever.
Yeah, like
I can't remember.
But
the beginning? Where he wasn't even
PETA is the only one reaped. And we don't even know, because in the movies, now granted this is just a movie, but Katniss volunteered, and to get Prim, she was digging, and then after the whole volunteer, she just picked the first one up. So there's a chance that PETA wouldn't have even gotten picked. But because of that
really blew my mind when they didn't call his name, and I was like, wait, what happened? And then we find out very quickly what happens in chapter 2.
My heart is hurting. I'm sick to my stomach.
And again, this is such a media-centered book, because everything that they were changing was just for the media eye, like to show what they wanted seen.
Yeah, and we want to point out Hannah caught a bit of heat online for saying that this is about the media and not necessarily the government. She's not saying the government's not controlling the media. She's just meaning Suzanne Collins wants to put the media at the forefront of your mind as to what is helping cause these problems. Yes, the government is what's behind it. Obviously she was meaning the media is what she's pinpointing right now as part of what's controlling the issue, what's controlling the narrative, making these things look the way they are. She was not saying the government didn't do this. She knows they're one and the same.
People were so brutal. Yes. They were like, it's both. You're an idiot. It's both. Hello, it's both. Like, bro.
We know it's both. She was meaning. I know. Also, let's dig into the media portion. Yeah, it is both.
Because it's like
let's look at that.
Because it's like we know it's a corrupt government. They're sending children to fight to the death. Of course, it's a corrupt government. Yes. Like, that's not in question. But this is the first time we've seen the media and the government work hand in hand.
Yes, you're seeing how those are happening. Like, what are they doing to make you see? It's just an analyzation of the media's portion of what the government is doing to control the people. This was focused on what the media did.
It was so funny. I swear I commented the same thing. Like,
you should have just copied and pasted
times. It basically was.
Yeah.
But it was like 75 to 100 times, and I'm still having to do it every now and then. Like,
oh God, I wouldn't even be replying to that old post at this point. I'd be like, I done forgot about this video, guys.
Oh my God, it's so funny. It is so funny. Yeah. But yeah. So the media and the role that it plays in this one, where they're like, we've got 5 minutes to reselect and make it look seamless. We've got 5 minutes. Like, that's messed up.
No joke.
He shouldn't have even been in there. Like, and
because I don't remember if we realized
Lenore
in the Hunger Games,
but also like at that moment in time, I was just like, okay, well, I hope you live with the fact that you're the reason he went. Right. But then I'm like, oh wow.
But
she tried to save somebody.
He's so in love with her. He's so in love with her. It's no one. And then him, like, we always thought that the geese were so random.
Yeah, I was like, why do you have geese?
And it wasn't.
It was heartbreaking.
It wasn't random.
I like to think in my own little world that she didn't have any idea for the geese and they were just random.
And then she
was like, or I could use that.
Or, you know what? Let's twist the knife.
Yeah.
While it's in there. Because it's in there anyway. Might as well.
Yeah.
You know?
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Do we know in the original Hunger Games trilogy about the delay?
No.
At least in the reaping portion. I think we do know that on live in the Hunger Games arena that they're using something of the sort.
So here's what we know. Here's what we know from Catching Fire. We know how the video went, and we know Katniss and PETA watching it. They're like, man, he was really, you know, kind of it was Haymitch, you know, and he was like, that wasn't how it actually was.
Yeah.
But he was like, I'm not going to go into all that.
Yeah.
And then we got all of it, and it's like, no, he wasn't he wasn't a douche in his games.
Yeah.
He wasn't the loner in his games like they portrayed him to be. Because Katniss and Peeta were like, oh yeah, that's Haymitch. That tracks. But no, he was made to be the way that he is. And it was like a self-fulfilling prophecy because the government like made him that way because of how they portrayed him.
Yeah.
Oh,
self-fulfilling prophylactic.
Yeah.
I would like to add one last thing because me and Casey talked about this over the videos. The very last thing that I'll say is that people focus too much on. It's kind of like 1984 and Animal Farm. People focus too much on putting it to one side or the other and forget about the big picture. How about you just don't trust anybody who's in charge?
Yeah.
Anybody.
The two sides of the same coin.
All right. So that was Sunrise on the Reaping. We did Order of the Phoenix.
Allie. All right.
What is with the names of these books you've been
honestly,
reading lately?
We've had Sandwich. Grandpappy. I think you've got a Woom coming up.
Yep.
So this one is Grandpappy. Explain
this.
Explain, Grandpappy.
Is it another short one?
Yes.
That's
I
the
read
trend.
this. I read this July 12th through July 14th. This is Grandpappy by Patrick C. Harrison III. I gave this a 4-star. It is 3.16 overall. I wish I could rate this lower, but I unfortunately could not put this book down.
Really?
Oh my God.
It was one of those that captivated you, but at the same time it was like, what?
I'll tell you all, we might have to cut out because it is a spoiler in case. I don't know if anybody should want to read this. But I'll tell you all what happened. And you all can suffer with me.
Okay. Gladly.
So, it's 164 pages on Kindle. So.
Oh, yeah, that's not bad at all.
Grandpappy is on hospice. Charles is going mad. Vile happenings are abound. You, reader, are not prepared. This is your lesson in depravity.
That's it?
Yeah.
That's all we get?
Yep. Reviews. Well, that was effed. Author unleashes the equivalent of an extreme horror nuclear bomb on fans of the genre. The result is a cyclone filled to the dirty brim with brutal imagery and horrific dialogue, all wrapped in a filthy, overflowed adult diaper worn by the legendary Grandpappy. The level of grotesquerie matched only by its pitch-black hilarity, Grandpappy manages to tell a story so interesting you almost forget about all the moist bits.
This sounds...
Moist bits.
Atrocious.
It is! And it's still a 4-star.
That's
I could not put this book down. I read on my Kindle, and I was reading like this.
Right, like a permanent face.
And I'll tell you why.
Okay.
And this is the part that we cut. If you're interested, it's on Kindle Unlimited.
You don't get to know this part.
So.
I'm getting physically nauseous,
yes!
actually.
That was the whole time.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, we are skipping through to where you guys can't hear this, but we are definitely hearing this and we are all traumatized.
Same level as Brother.
Oh god.
Anya Auburn. But Patrick C. Harrison, dude.
Wow.
Literally, I wrote down, this book made me so sick. I skipped lunch.
I'd have to. I'm thinking about it today.
Yeah. You know what? I'm not hungry.
Yeah.
You know?
So, now.
And I had a dadgum good sandwich ready.
But yeah, so that's Grandpappy.
Wow.
Grandpappy is messed the F up.
So, Casey, fix this, please.
Yeah.
Wait, is Grandpappy on anything?
Kindle Unlimited.
Unfortunately.
So you can be if you're wondering what those faces we were
you
making
can be
was
traumatized
about,
for free.
Yeah.
If you have Kindle Unlimited.
$13 a month. Actually, if you think about it, I have recommended so far. I have recommended 1, 2, 3, 4. So far, I've recommended 4 books that are on Kindle Unlimited.
So if you
for
split
$13 a month.
So if you split that between 4 books, even if it's
I've
just
got
4
more
books,
to go.
Nice.
So
just saying.
we'll do the math later.
Yes. All right, but keep a running tally.
Yeah.
All right. Terms and conditions, dude. This book was so good. Did you not like it?
I like the first one better.
I read this book from July 10th through July 14th, and I definitely like the first one better. I gave it 3 stars. It's rated a 4 overall.
I rated it a 4.
It was 3. This is a book. I read it.
Okay.
I'll give it a 3.5. I'll meet y'all in the middle.
Split the difference.
I don't know. Obviously, because it's the second book in the series, you kind of just jump into the next brother's relationship. I just feel like there wasn't enough there to start with, that I'm making a lot of assumptions about this couple that we don't actually know that much about.
Okay.
We know of,
but
not a ton.
Personality and
so I was like, I feel like it's a stretch in the very start that we're being thrown in so quickly.
I guess I can see that.
1 to 2 more chapters, I guess,
of just them vibing as people to get a sense of who they are.
What's your actual relationship right now in this standing? Like, lay it a little more out for me.
I could see that.
Yeah.
And I will say,
and it could have been 1 chapter probably could have like fixed the start for me.
Right.
Because I mean, it's not that crazy.
And it does
it was
start
just a little bit much.
Very quickly from what I remember. It's been a while, but
you like immediately jump in and she's planning his engagement party.
Right. And there's no woman.
Yeah, and then she has to jump in with it. And I'm like, I don't understand why you are yet.
Yeah. Okay, I can see that.
1 chapter ahead to show me, maybe looking for the bride or planning of the engagement party could have set the scene to be like, okay, she's probably secretly in love with her boss.
Right.
That might have set it up a little better, because at first I was like, I don't buy that. Why would you do that as his secretary?
I gotcha.
It needed 1 more chapter.
We'll give you that.
Yeah, the start. But as you go through, he's a real a-hole to her, and I just feel like she forgives.
This is like what I think of every time whenever we bring up the topic of guys that are just buttholes. Like,
and he knows he is. It's a defense mechanism because of his dad. But also, why is she like, he needs to show more personal growth. I just don't feel like it was the best setup. It was pretty good overall. I like the story. I like them. I just don't know. It seemed a bit quick.
I gotcha.
For what's going on.
Out of the 3, that one's probably my least favorite.
Yeah. I'm in the next one already, reading it now. I already like the start of this one better than that one. And I forget what I rated the first one, but I like the first one.
Oh, yeah. That first one.
Yeah.
First one is like top tier.
What's the name of that one again?
Final Offer.
Final Offer. No, that's the third one. What's the first one?
Oh, my God.
Wow.
Fine print. There it is. The fine print. God. See, I rated the fine print. I'm going to have to leave
that in. Like, that entire silence is staying because, wow, that was atrocious.
Typing like that.
Holy cow.
Yeah,
I liked it. I swear.
Yeah. It's just so good.
Well, it's because they've named them all after contract phrases that it's so hard to remember which one is which phrase. Yeah, the fine print I rated 4 stars, and it's only rated 3.8 overall.
That's crazy.
Which I thought it was so much better than this one, if I'm just ranking these against one another. Yeah. It was good. It was a 3. I just wasn't my favorite. It definitely. I did read it quickly for me. I mean, so I wasn't like put off by it too horribly. But yeah, it just wasn't my favorite.
Right.
Too quick. Ironically, too Disney.
Just a tad too Disney.
A touch.
I gotcha.
You did it too hard.
That's funny.
If you're reading this series and you haven't picked up yet, it's a play on Disneyland.
Definitely is.
Dreamland Billionaire series.
It's in Florida too.
It is
pretty cool.
Very, very similar.
Yeah.
Very similar vibes. But all right, nice. And is that on Kindle Unlimited?
I don't know. I borrowed this one from the library, physical copy.
Whoop whoop. Support your local library. It's free. It is access to books. How amazing is that? Free access to books.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, it's on Kindle Unlimited.
Dude,
if you'd like.
We're killing it.
Yes.
We're recommending things just for you.
You're going to end up reading books that are, and for a grand total of like $2 a book if you have Kindle Unlimited. Because it's free.
Yeah.
basically. Girl math.
Girl math.
All right, Allie, your turn.
All right, did y'all have a good break? Because we're back, baby.
We are back,
I don't
baby.
know if she's allowed to talk anymore.
It was nice to get away from that for a second.
Yeah.
I read 100% Match from July 14th to July 15th. It's only like 96 pages. It is on Kindle Unlimited. I gave this a 3-star. It is a 2.92% overall. It is by Patrick C. Harrison III, which is, if you remember from about 3 minutes ago, is the guy who wrote Grandpappy.
Oh,
so
why did you go back for more?
I have a reading goal.
She said, I threw up. I need seconds.
You could have picked up
something about it.
any children's book. You could have read any children's book to meet that goal.
I cannot explain this, but I tried something else, and it was like, I was like, this isn't doing it. I was like, this isn't doing it for me.
Oh, God.
So,
how bad was this one?
not bad. Not nearly as disgusting as Grandpappy.
Okay.
But I don't have a problem with like hair and food and stuff.
Yeah.
Like if I see a hair in my salad, I'll probably just pick it out and just keep eating.
But what I hate is when I bite into it and it gets
that
like,
is
stuck.
gross.
I can't
yes.
do that.
But this guy works at a fast food restaurant, and he does put like things in the food. So if that bothers you, then don't read this one.
I would never eat out again.
In my opinion, it's not like he saves his poop and puts it in the fries in like big fry grease. Yeah. So, anyways, listen, I have a reading goal.
I'm not eating at all today.
And that is literally
I didn't realize we were fasting
review.
together.
Yeah.
I literally left a review on Fable. Let me get that pulled up, and I'll screenshot it and send it to the group. So, on Grandpappy, my review was, going to have to get my doctor to up my Lexapro after this read. And it's true. And then my review for 100% Match said, listen, I have a reading goal to meet.
No other explanation needed. She's got a reading goal to meet. This was a short book.
All right. Y'all ready for the...
I'm not. Please don't speak to me. Preferably.
Okay.
Get it over with.
Bart is 30. He is bald. He is overweight. He wears glasses. He is a fry cook. He hates cats and kids. Bart occasionally does very bad things. He is looking for his perfect match. He has done his research. So throughout the book, like he really has done his research because it's like talking about 65% of women. Oh, actually, I have a fun statistic.
Okay. Oh, God.
Okay. Me and Casey are going to love this. All right. 65% of people, no matter their gender, race, or sexual orientation, who watch reality TV have a diminished sense of self-worth and have virtually no hope for humankind as a whole. Not wrong. I guess we're part of those 65%, part of the majority.
I mean, I never said watching those made me a better person in any way. I actually will look at Caleb and go, I'm spiraling.
Straight up spiraling.
Another highlight that I did, it says, pulling my license from my wallet, I hand her both items, the police officer. Pulling my license from my wallet, I hand her both items and fart loudly. 82% of women who hear a stranger fart try to avoid interaction with this person. Like, there's a lot of research. Like, it's 82% of people, 80, like, da-da-da-da-da.
Maybe
and
I'll
it's like
try
all throughout the
that
house.
next time.
Yeah, next time you feel uncomfortable at work because of a customer, just let it rip.
Yes!
Yeah.
There's some dirty old men at the
only
bank.
Yeah, for real.
Do it.
There's only, it's only like 90 pages on Kindle.
Oh, wow.
And the end is very satisfying. Very satisfying. So, who's next?
Anyone but
it is
you.
me. It is me because I read, as I previously stated, I read Animal Farm by George Orwell because I'm not kidding. I want to read everything about this man, or by this man, or I want to. I wish I could meet this man. I genuinely do. So in this one, a farm is taken over by its overworked, mistreated animals with flaming idealism and stirring slogans, they set out to create a paradise of progress, justice, and equality. Thus, the stage is set for one of the most telling satiric fables ever penned, a razor-edged fairy tale for grown-ups that records the evolution from revolution against tyranny to a totalitarianism just as terrible. When Animal Farm was first published, Stalinist Russia was seen as its target. Today, it is devastatingly clear that wherever and whenever freedom is attacked, under whatever banner, the cutting clarity and savage comedy of George Orwell's masterpiece have a meaning and message still ferociously fresh.
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah! Dude, it is so good. And whenever I was talking to Matthew about it, this is a 3-hour book.
I need to read this one.
3-hour tour. Sorry. Whenever I was telling Matthew about this, I was telling him the context and everything, and I had to split it between 2 days. So technically, I started this one after I paused the risk the morning of Sarah giving birth. And I got like 3 pages in before I got the call, hey, it could be any time now, and they're not going to let anybody back after a certain time, so you might want to come. So I was like, putting it aside, let's go.
Read later.
Yeah, so I basically restarted it on July 14th because I also had it in Libby, so I just listened to it.
Yeah.
But whenever I was telling Matthew the context of this, he didn't pick up that it was literal animals that it was talking about. He thought it was like symbolism and stuff, and I was like, it is, but they are really animals like that. They're pigs and they're horses and they're donkeys and they're chickens and all this stuff. Like
it is symbolic.
Yes,
but it's the tale he's meaning the it's a farm.
Oh my gosh, the symbolism is amazing. This is the book that nobody likes from either side. Like it said there, the Russians didn't like it, like they banned it because they thought it was attacking their ideology. The United States, the UK, they didn't like it because they thought it was, obviously they didn't ban it because freedom. But
we're not Russia yet.
Yeah. Yeah, we are better than Russia, but they didn't like it, and so they didn't like George Orwell. He made both sides upset, which is hilarious. I think that's exactly. I think that's exactly what George Orwell wanted, and now I strive to be that. I want to pursue everybody thinking for themselves.
So when me and Allie hate you, now you know why.
Yes. Because I've made both sides mad.
And our roast sessions, make them a huge now. She's going to cry.
Yeah.
I don't like this. I've already been bullied once. You guys will see the amount of bullying.
How would it feel to have to edit in your own roast session, though?
Terrible. I would have to dissociate, I'm pretty sure.
It would just be the constant.
Yeah, it's...
It was funny. It was funny. It was funny.
They just meant it as a joke. It was just a joke. Matthew said worse to me.
I missed it. I gotta read mine.
But yeah, I think that's exactly what he would have wanted. And I think anybody who tries to put it into a certain context and use it for like a certain side, I think George Orwell, if he was alive, he would be pissed about that. Like he's like, no, leave it in the middle.
Because this is
how many times do I have to tell you?
Yeah. Because it's about how the cycle just continues.
Exactly.
You can change over, you can move to something else, and the second someone new is in power, you get a Hunger Games moment of it's the opposite side of the same coin.
Exact same.
Whoop, you're just going to swoop right back into it.
Yes, it doesn't matter how long it takes, it will circle back around because you can't trust anybody. And because they can't read. Because they can't read and they can't remember properly. They think that it's been that way all along.
Yeah.
And they can't remember if they were better off before or now. They can't remember the differences between the two.
Yeah.
Because there are no differences.
Yeah. And I mean, I feel like both were upset because you can definitely see how anyone with power is going to fall into, I want to do what's best for me and my side. And not necessarily everyone, no matter who ends up being. So you should always question.
Exactly.
You should always read.
I have so much more respect for history now. I'm going to be in my history era now
Lord,
because
that doesn't work for me. I can't remember things very well.
I'm going to do my absolute darndest because I don't want this to happen to me. You know, I don't want.
Also, it was a good kick in the pants.
Oh, it was such a good kick in the pants because it's like I cannot.
It was such a good kick in the pants.
Yes, I welcome that kick in the pants because you know what, I've got the freedom to read and to study and to learn about America and try to do my part to make it as American as possible, the whole thing that it's founded on, so that we don't forget what it was founded on and that we don't fall into traps. My part. Obviously, I can't control the world, but I can control me.
I can make myself more aware.
Yes.
I don't know. I really like my tinfoil hat.
Hey, it's very stylish.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why this popped in my head when you said I like my tinfoil hat. You got a swan. Like yours is.
Yours is such a swan.
Ship. They
100%.
Out. It's a cruise ship swan.
I cannot
on your head.
go out during thunderstorms. I cannot walk outside. I'm like a magnet.
This is. I put a note on here that anybody who wants more insight just on what is actually important, read this book. Those who don't study history are doomed to repeat it. This book proves that. Quote out.
Those who don't. That's the quote I was trying to think of.
Yes.
When I was talking.
Yes, that's the one. That is the one. Yes, it is the bigger picture. It is.
Oh no, those who don't remember. I'm doomed. I was doomed from the get-go, guys.
Same.
Never claimed to be a smart person.
Hey, we can try though. We're doing our best. Person. That's the thing to remember is everybody's doing their best. All right. So, it is a reminder. Okay, so I put this note specifically. This book focuses on the bigger picture. It's a call to read and remember and pay attention and question. Don't just accept things at face value from anyone, but especially those with the means to cover up the truth.
Yep.
Which is exactly what the pigs were doing. They were covering up the truth.
No wonder they were the pigs.
Yep.
And
symbolism there too.
Remember who the real enemy is. Remember who the real enemy is.
They got a 5-minute delay.
Yeah. There's a 5-minute delay. Remember who the enemy is.
Now
which is a Hunger Games quote.
I just watched The Lion King, so now in my head you're doing remember Simba. Remember.
So I gave it a 5 out of 5. It's only a 3.8 overall on Fable, which is very surprising to me. But it's free on Kindle without Kindle Unlimited.
Oh, it's just free.
This is the most accessible book you will ever get that is so that will shape your whole view on everything. Like, this is the book to get. It's completely free. Completely.
Right.
Why wouldn't you read it?
So if you're going to get this on Kindle, it does look like 1984 and Animal Farm.
You can get both.
You can get both for 99 cents.
There you go. All right. And it's so worth it. Like, I'm sure it's misunderstood because it's only a little over 3 hours long. So it's a very small book, but man, does it have a big impact. George Orwell knew how to use his words. Okay. So next, I read The Snowman by Joe Nesbo. I think. Hold on. Joe Nesbo, yes. And I'm kind of glad that I did, but let me read the synopsis for you. So, Oslo in November. The first snow of the season has fallen. A boy named Jonas wakes in the night to find his mother gone. Out his window in the cold moonlight, he sees the snowman that inexplicably appeared in the yard earlier in the day. Around its neck is his mother's pink scarf. Hole suspects a link between a menacing letter he's received. It's Harry Hole, sorry. Harry Hole suspects a link between a menacing letter he's received and the disappearance of Jonas's mother, and of perhaps a dozen other women, all of whom went missing on the day of a first snowfall. As his investigation deepens, something else emerges. He is becoming a pawn in an increasingly terrifying game whose rules are devised and constantly revised by the killer. So, what I didn't realize, okay, so the reason I picked up this book, we were looking for a movie to watch, this has a movie link to it. And I saw that it was from a best-selling author, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna. Matthew wasn't interested in watching it, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna put it on my Libby then. If he's not interested in watching it, joke's on him. And
it's not Jack Frost with the guy from the other guys.
No,
is it?
no, it's not that one. I genuinely thought that one was what it was, and I was like, oh, I saw this as a kid. No, I didn't. That was not the one that I saw as a kid. This is a killer.
This is that goes Campbell soup commercial where the kid's the snowman and he comes in the house and eats soup and warms up.
It is not
I thought that
one.
was such a sketchy looking snowman. So that's a serial killer snowman.
Yeah. So that's why I picked up this book. What I did not realize, and I did not do the research about until I was like 20% in, it is number 7 of the Inspector Harry Hole series.
No.
So
you pulled a me.
I did. Harry Hole. It's an entire series where he is the investigator of these crimes or whatever. This just happens to be one of the crimes that he is the investigator of. It wasn't terrible to just be thrown into this series because it gave enough context. There were certain backstory elements that you could feel. I didn't really have the context for that.
Yeah.
I'm sure that might have been a little bit more relevant, but he did a good job of making it feel like a standalone for the most part. It's a Norwegian book that was translated into English. I think this is the first time
I DNF'd a book. Well, I paused a book. I don't know how much longer I have on it. It was German and it was translated to English.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
nice.
But
takes place in Ireland.
That's so strange. That's so weird. That's the weirdest chain.
And the narrator is Irish. So I was like, I cannot sit here and listen to this on fast mode. I got to save this for another month.
Yeah. Understandable, to be honest. Accents get me. I'm terrible with accents of any kind. But yeah, so I think this is the first time I've ever read a book that was translated into English, which is pretty cool. Okay, I talked about that. It is very James Bond-ish, you know?
That is crazy. I have one that I'm about to talk about.
That's a little James Bond?
Well, it's more John Wick.
But still,
yes.
Like that vibe of he's the investigator, so he's gonna, kick butt, take some names, and of course he's got a lady love, and everybody's cheating on everybody, that whole context, whatever. So the book was fine. Little on the longer end, I felt like it could have been brought down a few times. A few of the twists I thought were a little excessive. Like the amount of twists was kind of like, okay, we get it. There's twists, like it wasn't like, it's almost like the twists didn't have time to marinate before the next twist was coming. So it was like, okay, we get it. Get to the right person already, At the end, there were 3 unbelievable scenarios that I would like to discuss. Where the heck did a doctor find a wire that burned through human skin? Where would a doctor find that? How would he know where to find that? It makes sense if he was an electrician. Maybe he, I don't know. But
Are
that
you meaning
seemed weird.
He diagnosed somebody's skin and this was a wire?
No, he had a wire that he was trying to kill somebody with, and it was like skin, like it burned flesh. Yeah. Like, where would he get that? I didn't even know that was a thing, but whatever.
So he has it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's like, it's a pretty common murder tactic, so.
Okay. But
if you're going to be a killer.
I guess. But, he made it like a little torturous, but, whatever. How did Harry not rip his hands off by having handcuffs around his wrists and having... Okay, so here's the scenario. They are up in this tower, right? He has handcuffs on his wrists to try to catch the guy. And he's got one on each hand, right? So he clasps onto him with one. The guy's like, nope, you're not catching me. Jumps over the side to get away, and he's like, we're connected, so you're gonna die too. Well, Harry is somehow able to connect the other end to the railing of the tower that they're in. So he's got his weight, or the man's weight on the one wrist.
That's a wrist break.
And
right
then
there.
he's got his weight and that guy's weight, not to mention their momentum on the other hand that's connected to the rails. Like, they are actively going over the rail when he snaps it in. So that momentum, that brings him you cannot tell me he has any hands left.
Is momentum is the calculation of momentum, is that physics or calculus? Calculus
I'm pretty sure it's physics. It's
Okay.
physics. Yeah. So the physics just didn't work. And I heard it and I was like, now, Joe, be for real right now. Like,
BFFR. Girl.
And then the last thing, Harry literally loses a finger and a half to save this woman he so clearly loves. He made himself sick from the idea of losing her. And you're telling me he's just going to willingly leave her and her son that he loves?
So that's definitely James Bond.
And tell her not
Except
to follow him?
she would have died.
Yeah. and he would have found another love in the next one.
Yeah.
No, this has been an ongoing love story from what I can tell from the previous books.
Yeah.
And he
Maybe
tells
it's
her
just a really, really slow burn.
it's so dumb. It's like, why wouldn't you grasp onto that? You almost lost her. Are you telling me you're not going to hold on to her with everything you've got?
Is this one of those moments where I'm going to get you killed? I'd rather you be alive than with me.
No, he's just like, I'm gone. I'm going here to don't follow me. Like,
interesting.
What the heck? That makes no sense.
Yeah. I hope there's just context missing.
Yeah, I hope so too, because otherwise this is stupid.
Yeah.
Life's too short to not be with the one that you love. So I gave it a 3.75. It's a 3.8 overall. On Libby, it's available almost instantly. Okay. I think there were like 2 people waiting. And it's $9.99 on Kindle. I would say do the free version if you're going to do it. And also maybe start from the beginning. I don't know how the other books are.
We're cheap. Listen.
Yeah.
I'm not. Since I have found Kindle Unlimited and Libby, it pains me to pay like over $10 for a book.
Exactly.
You know how hard I'm going to be like, oh, I gotta pay this much for Accomplice to the Villain? I will.
Oh, yeah.
But it's going to be tough.
Actually.
Already have.
So, all right, Allie, you are next.
Okay, Titan's Curse by Rick. This is how I always pronounced it growing up. Riordan. So
it's for sure Riordan.
Yeah. I gave it a 3-star. It's 4.35 overall. I read it from July 9th to July 20th. I started on July 9th, took a break because Sunrise on the Reaping came available on July 11th.
Honestly,
so that's why it took me longer.
Yeah.
Also, I just finished
Sea of Monsters.
Yes, I had just finished Sea of Monsters. So, like, whatever.
Take a little break.
Yeah.
Anyways, I couldn't really get into this one.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, it was just kind of... And I don't know.
It was kind of a filler for you?
Yeah.
It was like a filler episode?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It was like... But I also have a theory that the 3rd or 4th book or season of any series is the worst one. Pretty Little Liars, ACOTAR, this one. So
that's a theory.
Yeah. Yeah, because I mean with Harry Potter, it is getting better. And the 3rd, I wouldn't say that the 3rd or 4th one is the worst one. If anything, I would say the 2nd one.
Yeah. If you had to rank them.
Yeah.
Second one's just,
it's good. It's a story builder.
Yes, so, exactly. And that's what this one is.
But also, Annabeth wasn't throughout most of the book.
Because she was holding up the world.
Yeah. Tyson wasn't throughout most of the book. And Grover was really whiny. I know he's normally whiny.
He was extra. He was a little extra in this one.
At some point, I was like, dude, you have got to go.
Yeah.
Like, you need a break. Mm-hmm. You need to go in timeout for a minute because what is wrong with you?
Go eat some grass.
Yeah, for real. Like, whenever I
touch some grass, it's eat some grass.
That's how I talk to my daughter when she gets whiny. I'm like, dude, you need a break or something.
Right. Like, have you had a nap today?
No, I haven't. Well, you need one. Yeah. So that's all I have to say about Titan's Curse.
All right. I like it. Malibu Rising, Casey.
Malibu Rising, which is by Taylor Jenkins Reid, which is The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo's author.
Have you read anything else by her?
No, this was my first.
Outside of
that.
I really like Daisy Jones.
Yeah. That is up next on my list.
Yay!
So hopefully I'll have it read next time we come back.
Yeah.
This is a 4.03 stars overall. I gave it like a 3.5.
Okay.
I gave it the full 4, but it was probably closer to a 3.5. Okay. So I rounded.
Is
for their
Malibu
sakes.
Rising the one where she thinks that her other boyfriend is dead? And okay. And she has to choose between the two.
Here's the synopsis. 4 famous siblings throw an epic party to celebrate the end of the summer, but over the course of 24 hours, their lives will change forever. Malibu, August 1983. It's the day of Nina Riva's annual end of the summer party, and anticipation is at a fever pitch. Everyone wants to be around the famous Rivas. Nina, the talented surfer and supermodel, brothers Jay and Hud, one a championship surfer, the other a renowned photographer, and their adored baby sister, Kit. Together, the siblings are a source of fascination in Malibu and the world over, especially as the offspring of the legendary singer Mick Riva. The only person not looking forward to the party of the year is Nina herself, who never wanted to be the center of attention and who has also just been very publicly abandoned by her pro tennis player husband. Oh, and maybe Hud, because it is long past time to confess something to the brother for whom he's been inseparable since birth. Jay, on the other hand, is counting the minutes until nightfall when the girl he can't stop thinking about promised she'll be there. And Kit has a couple of secrets of her own, including a guest she invited without consulting anyone. By midnight, the party will be completely out of control. By morning, the Rivas' mansion will have gone up in flames. But before that first spark in the early hours before dawn, the alcohol will flow, the music will play, and the loves and secrets that shaped this family's generations will all come bubbling to the surface. Malibu Rising is a story about one unforgettable night in the life of a family. The night that each have to choose what they will keep from the people who made them and what will they leave behind. This was published in 2021, actually.
Nice.
I read this one from July 21st to July 22nd.
You read that quick.
It was quick. That's another reason it got the 4.
Okay.
Because it was a book I couldn't really put down.
Okay.
But it also wasn't my favorite book ever, you know?
I gotcha. Yeah.
So 3.5 gets the 4. It was pretty good.
It sounds intriguing.
Yeah, it really is.
So it's got
about
a lot
shaping
of different,
yourself.
Yeah, a lot of different storylines.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. You follow all of their stories. You get lots of different secrets come out. It's very jaw-dropping a lot of the time because it's very outrageous, some of the stuff that these people do.
Gotcha.
And not even just necessarily those siblings, but people around them, like their father, Mick Riva, like his whole story. I just kept looking at Caleb and saying, oh my God, could this guy not? Can he not? Please stop.
Typical rock star.
Typical rock star,
gotcha.
yeah.
Taylor Jenkins Reid is good about putting that one character in there where you're like,
Shut.
yeah.
Yeah. I do
Nice.
like, because as you're reading it, you keep going from like chapters of Mick meeting their mother, and then you'll jump back to like Nina's perspective now.
Right.
And you're going like hour by hour until the boiling point of the party.
Right.
You go hour by hour of like the whole day of it. I think it starts in the early morning.
Okay.
And you follow, but you keep going back and you get relevant information from their childhood, or you get relevant information from their parents when they were dating.
And that's hard to do.
Yeah. And you just keep coming back, and you can feel the more you keep going like this, the tension building at this party. And it really does build with their emotions. Nice. And I love that. The way it just all flows together.
Yes.
It's very nice. It's well done.
It's like a ladder.
Yeah.
It's tiers.
You're stepping with it.
Yes.
Yeah. Nice. I love the way it was done, though.
I'm gonna have to add that to my list.
Yeah, even though the whole story itself is not really fully my cup of tea, I'm very interested to see other stories, like the Daisy. What is that? The Six? Daisy Jones
and the Six.
Yeah, like I'm interested in reading more about that, just because of how she puts these stories together. And I loved Evelyn Hugo,
Right?
so
Yeah.
I have high hopes.
Yeah. Well, awesome. I'll have to add that one to my list.
Yeah. I actually got this one and read it when I did because I was standing at McKay's looking at it and I was like, it's like $8. Because I'm like you now. I don't really want to pay for books. And I was like, let me just see how long's the wait on Libby if it's even on there. And I pulled it up and it goes, skip the line load. And I said, heck yeah.
Might as well.
Put it back on the shelf.
Love skip the line load.
Heck yes. I missed out on another one this week. Or this
Really?
month. Yeah. I do the thing where I grab it and then I don't have the time to read it because it's only the 7 days.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I read after that the Kill Order by James Dashner, which is, I thought it was going to be the like making of the maze and stuff, like the way that Thomas ended up being part of that in his past and stuff. No, it went back to the original sun flare, like the thing that destroyed the earth. And how him and his it was this guy named Mark, and how him and his friends got through it and survived all this time. Also, there, and I can't say too much about it because it's a pretty big spoiler about the disease that comes with it. But
and what is this in?
It's part of the Maze Runner series.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it's.
He was the dude that was at the
book festival. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yeah. So I can't say too much about it because there are so many spoilers. But like, it got to a point where a huge revelation happens that calls all the way back to the beginning of the series, and my jaw dropped. I was like, there's no way these are connected. Oh my gosh, it was unreal. It was so good. So more teenage boy love that is so pure and so precious. He's in love with his best friend, and it's like the way he talks about her, like she's just sitting there on the subway and she's just doing her own thing, and he's looking at her and he's like, I don't think she knows how pretty she is. I don't think that she knows. And I'm like, he's in love, you know. It's so sweet. And even when he's going mad, he's thinking of her and he's like, I gotta get to her because she might be going through this too. I've got to get to her. That's his main focus the entire time. Oh my gosh, it is something. It's set in Asheville, North Carolina, actually.
Oh, nice.
Yes. So very, very
local,
woodsy, local, and yeah, kind of these. So
very
imagine
granola. Liberal hippie.
Content
is liberal hippie.
Didn't they film part of the Hunger Games in Mount Pisgah National
Did
Park?
they?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm pretty sure they
sick.
used part of that as the backdrop.
Nice.
So it give you the same vibes as the Hunger Games.
Yes, it's around the same. Yeah, it's awesome. It is so good. But somehow this book still left me with questions. Like, I don't know if something isn't clicking up here and I'm missing some context or something. Like, I'm hoping that I've got one more left. So I'm hoping that like wraps all of the questions up instead of leaving me with more. But it was still good. I gave it 4 out of 5. It's 3.5 overall. It's on Libby and $6.99 on Kindle. So, Allie, you've got 2 back-to-back.
Yes, I've got The Wives by Tarryn Fisher.
Another
I
quick one?
gave this a 4-star. Well, it is quick. I read it from July 15th. I finished July 22nd.
That's pretty
Maybe
quick,
July
yeah.
16th. I don't know. It's a normal size book. It's
okay.
so good though. It is so good. I found this. My mom brought the physical copy with her to the beach, and I saw it and I was like, "Ooh, this sounds interesting. I want to read this." And it's on Kindle Unlimited.
Hey.
So if you're keeping track,
that makes like
that's
7.
6.
6 from you.
6 for the month. Yeah.
Yes.
For me, for that.
Nice.
So, also, Tarryn Fisher is friends with Colleen Hoover. So, if that interests you, cool. So, I'll go ahead and read the synopsis. Imagine that your husband has 2 other wives. You've never met the other wives. None of you know each other, and because of this unconventional arrangement, you can see your husband only 1 day a week. But you love him so much, you don't care, or at least that's what you've told yourself. But one day, while you're doing laundry, you find a scrap of paper in his pocket, an appointment reminder for a woman named Hannah, and you just know it's another of the wives. You thought you were fine with your arrangement, but you can't help yourself. You track her down, and under false pretenses, you strike up a friendship. Hannah has no idea who you really are. Then Hannah starts showing up to your coffee dates with telltale bruises, and you realize she's being abused by her husband, who, of course, is also your husband. But you've never known him to be violent, ever. So who exactly is your husband, and how far would you be willing to go to find out? And who is his mysterious third wife? This hooked me. And
I'm already typing it in on Libby now.
Yeah, that sounds fabulous.
Oh, it's on Kindle Unlimited.
I always put them in on Libby.
Just in case. Yeah.
It's so good. This is the first thriller in a long time that got me.
Really?
Yes. I didn't see any of it coming.
Ooh.
The first 40%, I thought one thing. The second 40%, I thought something else.
Available now.
Get it? The last 20%, I did not know what to think. It is so good.
Oh
I highly suggest this book. And it's on Kindle Unlimited, so you can get it.
Consider it added.
Yeah.
It is added.
I want to hear what you think next month.
Yes. I will try to have it done by then.
Yeah. And then I have Assassins Anonymous.
Yes.
I read this from July 20th to July 24th. It is by Rob Hart. I gave it 3-star. It is 3.89 overall. It's just not my style. I would recommend this to my brother or Tyler, your brother, because they like John Wick, The Punisher, those kind. It is.
Okay, that's the John Wick-ish one.
Yes.
Okay.
So Mark was the most dangerous killer for hire in the world, but after learning the hard way that his life's work made him more monster than man, he left all of that behind and joined a 12-step program for reformed killers. When Mark is viciously attacked by an unknown assailant, he is forced on the run, from New York to Singapore to London. He chases after clues while dodging attacks and trying to solve the puzzle of who's after him, all without killing anyone or getting himself killed. For an assassin, Mark learns nonviolence is a real hassle.
That sounds really interesting.
Yes, and it's like it's funny. Like he's got, like, for example, I wrote down he has a cat named P. Kitty.
That's funny.
We will be getting a cat, and I really hope that I can convince Matthew.
I had a cat named Mr. Meowgie.
Oh my God!
So next time you
loved that.
Yeah, if we get a cat, I totally want to name him P. Kitty. Well, it was actually a calico kitten, so it should be Mrs. Meowgie, because only calicos can only be female.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that either until I was telling my coworkers. I was like, "Oh, Mr. Meowgie," and I showed them. They're like, "That's a calico cat." And I'm like, "Yeah," and they're like, "Those can only be female." And I was like, "Okay, so Mrs. Meowgie."
Okay.
I'm sorry, I didn't do a paps
Just
on her.
laugh at my joke, please.
I'm funny.
And I will be using the threat, I'm going to wear your skin to FaceTime your mother.
That's hilarious.
Isn't that so? Like,
and the premise is so funny.
Yeah. So it does have a bunch
of
of fighting and not my
Well,
style.
he's an assassin. So.
Yeah.
Understandable.
So, I do have one more thing to say. I had someone comment on my Libby whenever I wrote the review. I am not a Cards fan. I'm not a Cardinals fan. Okay.
Oh no.
That picture that's on my profile picture, my husband is wearing a Cardinals jersey.
Oh no.
We are at Great American Ballpark, which is the Cincinnati Reds stadium. Me and my daughter are both wearing Reds outfits. We are Cincinnati Reds fans through and through. Redbirds or Cardinals, they eat redheaded babies. That's why Isla is not a Redbird fan. So yeah, he said go Cardinals, and I was like, you're on the wrong page, buddy.
Wow.
Aaron is the enemy.
Aaron is the enemy.
Red legs till we die. So
that is hilarious.
Yeah.
Somebody just is just there.
Yeah. Like he's like, I thought I was having a friendly moment with you.
Yeah.
Nope.
No.
Get that out of here.
Cardinals eat redheaded babies.
Yeah. Keep that away from Isla.
Yeah.
She's our little
that's why we're
strawberry
not
baby.
fans of them. Yeah.
Wow.
That's where
funny.
their red feathers come from.
Yeah.
The red hair from the children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I believe it.
Yep. That's all I have to say about this.
All right.
Well.
Casey, you are next with Harry Potter.
And the Half-Blood Prince. Don't go too far into it because I'm
Yes.
reading it.
So here's
currently.
every spoiler possible. You're so close to
there-
finishing it. Let me ruin this for you.
There are so many spoilers that you could give. So
Yeah, I already
basic
speak?
as possible.
I already booked my vacation.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. That's true.
Okay.
So I read this from July 16th through July 24th. This would have been sooner, but Malibu Rising came in the middle with that skip the line. So
yeah.
I skipped it
You have
for
to.
a minute.
Yeah.
So its overall rating is a 4.58. I gave it 5 stars. These just
Wasn't
keep
it
getting
so
better
good?
as the story goes on.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
And it's so teenager.
It is.
I love it.
I love the level of sass I'm getting out of Harry now.
Yeah.
And I knew book Harry was sassier than
Movie
Harry. But like, I see what people say when they're like, you should have let Daniel Radcliffe just be himself
Daniel Radcliffe.
as Harry Potter, because he would have totally have done this.
He's more Harry Potter now than he ever was.
Yes. Like there's a moment where he's speaking to an authority figure or whatnot, and they're like, you need to call me sir or whatever. And the way they phrase it is like, it's sir or something. And he just goes, you don't have to call me sir.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, oh my gosh.
He was like, no need to call me sir, professor.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't remember what the exact line the teacher uses, but you don't have to call me sir, professor. I was like, that's so sassy. I see why you got detention, but
Oh, that's
That
something
was
else.
worth it.
That's something else I didn't talk about for the
Order of the
Phoenix. The
The
detention.
detention.
Whoa.
yeah.
I did
And
need
that
to
comes
ask you
up in
guys,
this book
how
again.
much do you hate Umbridge?
I hated her from the
Jim
movies.
Dale with his coughs are
Oh my gosh, it was so perfect.
yeah.
So perfect. I hate that woman.
Literally.
With everything in my bones.
She's the worst person to ever exist.
Yes. Followed closely by Severus Snape.
Yeah. Well, Voldemort's
Yeah.
out there. Maybe
Yeah.
I'm not going to start ranking people.
Yeah.
She's going to be too low.
Yeah.
Bellatrix Lestrange.
She's
I
wild.
think she is that girl.
I mean, she is.
I think, like, honestly, I hate to admit it, me and her would get along. Different
To an
political
extent.
beliefs. But
Hey.
look at us.
Yeah. We're still friends. Law. So, yeah. I can't wait for you to finish Half-Blood Prince so we can talk more about this one because I love it. And I think
It
you're
was too
going
long for me to read this month.
I gotcha. I think you're going to love it, though, once you get to it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. It's
All
so
right.
good.
And I'm going to go next because we finished a book on the same day, and I'm going to talk about The Wrath of the Triple Goddess by Riordan. I listened from the 22nd to the 25th. So this is okay. Remember how this is the senior years. So it's kind of like an extra series. Mm-hmm. This is the second one in that extra series.
Okay.
The last one was published on September of 2023.
Is this the one where Percy is still in it? He's just an adult?
He's not an adult. He's 17.
Okay.
Yeah. And he's trying to, the whole point of this series is he's trying to get enough recommendation letters to go to college
the
with.
Roman gods?
No.
Where they're bringing in the Roman gods?
No.
Because there's the English
That's
gods.
that's one of
have
that's
a
one of my
full
notes.
list.
That's one of my notes.
I have it. Whenever I go to work on Monday, I have a list color coded
Nice.
on how to read. So
Nice. So maybe I just read them wrong, but so this is probably the lowest ranking one for me on the Percy Jackson series.
Yeah. It's following your
I-
trend. 3, 4.
yeah,
I felt like it was like the overall premise of this specific section of Percy Jackson is it's less dire than the initial 5, but it's like the other one still felt dire. It still felt like an adventure and a like you're learning so much, and like he embraces the idea of death at the end. Like it's a meaningful book. This one felt the best way I figured out how to describe it. Tangled, and how it's like that 3D look, and the Tangled TV series that's like the 2D look. That's how this book felt. It felt like going from 3D to 2D.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's not as drastic anymore. It's like, this is a side quest for them. It's just giving you extra information about their lives. Like, if you were a huge fan of the books and just want like that little bit more, this is it. But it's not like life or death. And this one was a little, and I hate to say it because, I mean, Rick Riordan's thing is that he's got the dad jokes and Percy is sassy and stuff. I didn't feel like Percy was as sassy this time, and it was just an overload of bad jokes and forced jokes is what it felt like. It was like, it wasn't organic anymore. It was like he tried to make a joke and then he would bring attention that he was trying to make a joke. And it was like, okay, that makes it not funny. You just have to go with it. Like, if you're going to make a joke, just go with it.
Yeah.
So that one brought it down a little bit for me. I felt like Riordan just lost the voice of these characters and it wasn't them anymore. It wasn't entirely them. But I also wonder how much of that is due to the fact that he also has the Heroes of Olympus series. I wonder where this book fell in the like writing process, you know?
Okay, yeah. I need to send you the screenshot because this girl did like significant research on how, and I can find maybe on how he wrote it too.
Yeah, like the release dates and stuff.
Blog. It's a full blog post.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll have to look it up because I am curious, and if that is part of the change in voice for Percy.
Yeah.
So we shall see. We shall see. I gave it a 3.5 out of 5. It's a 4.1 overall. It is on Libby. $8.49 is the hardback is the cheapest option. Like, it's more expensive to buy a paperback for this one.
Interesting.
I know. Even Kindle is $10.99. So a hardback, $8.49 is the cheapest option. And that wrapped up my month.
Woo!
So, Woom, I do not have any notes written down. I'm going based off of vibes because I finished last night.
Oh.
And you will see that it's spelled WOOM.
Yes.
It is important.
Good.
I will
I was
go ahead
gonna
and tell
question
you.
that.
Yeah.
So I will go ahead and tell you, Casey, I do not think you would like this book. Hannah, I do not think you would like this book, but I think you would appreciate
Okay.
the thought process
Okay.
of it. I think you would hate this book too much to appreciate it.
You wouldn't be able to appreciate it because you just hate it so much.
This is another 100% match in Grandpappy. So, but it's not as
drink.
it's not as bad. Mm-hmm. It's just there's a lot of deep meaning into it. It is very gory.
Gotcha.
So let me go ahead and say. Mm-hmm. The Lonely Motel holds many dark secrets, and Room 6 just might possess the worst of them all. Angel knows all about his pain. His mother died in this room. He's researched its history. Today, he's come back to end it. No matter the cost, once and for all, Shyla, a plus-sized prostitute, thinks the stories Angel tells her can't be true. Secrets so vile, you won't want to let them inside you. But the Lonely Motel doesn't forget, it doesn't forgive, and it always claims its victims. Every word had a meaning.
Nice.
So I appreciate that. I would rate it a 4-star.
Really?
Just because by the last chapter, you're like, it's like, because legitimately, it's a collection of different stories. And I'm like, what does this have to do with anything? And then the last chapter, I'm like,
boom, boom.
oh my
boom,
God.
Was
It's
it all connected?
fireworks. Yes. It's like fireworks. And I'm like,
I love that feeling. I won't read
and
this
then,
book though.
like, yeah, and some of it is even like not even explicitly said. Like you have to sit
you
there and
just
be like,
get it.
"Oh my God!" Like it's
You might have just convinced me with that.
Now, if you can make it through that, give yourself a little bit of time. I would never tell you to read Grandpappy.
I don't think I ever will.
But I might get you to read Brother.
Just take some time from Woom to
I
Brother.
also would like to let you know that because I saw that, I Googled to make sure I knew the correct spelling of womb.
Yeah.
Obviously, WOMB is
Right.
a woman's uterus.
Yes.
Woom is a child's bike brand.
Oh.
WOOM. So I was highly concerned what this was talking about. Children's bicycles versus reproduction.
Yeah, and whenever you're done, it is on Kindle Unlimited. So I have recommended 7 Kindle Unlimited books for this month, and it's not even finished. I still got a week to go, baby.
That means you could read all of her suggestions, and
less than $1.
Each one would be like less than $2.
Right.
Yeah, less than $2.
Yes.
I mean, that's a bargain right there. Get your Kindle Unlimited. Yeah. Especially if you're a heavy reader.
Sponsor us, Kindle Unlimited.
Yes. Please. Somebody do. Speaking of which, we are at the end of this episode. Yes. So that wraps up.
We're being kicked out.
Yeah, we're getting shifted out.
Mom's throwing her out.
Yeah. So we got a month before we're in season 2 of the Unfinished TBR with our own space.
In a new location.
So help us out. Help us decorate that space. We've got a GoFundMe. Go help us out. Drop us a 20. We'll put it to very good use, believe me. We need a rug. We need bookcases. We need chairs. There's so much that we need. So help us out if you want to. Hit that link. Or just come follow us on social media. We are on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, The Unfinished TBR. We've got an email, theunfinishedtbr@gmail.com. We're on YouTube. We're on Spotify. Brand new episodes every single Monday, sometimes middle of the week episodes, like you will be getting this week with a Casey's Corner. So hit the little bell, get some notifications from us. Rate and review us on Google, because we now have an AI overview on Google. So all you got to do is Google us, and you'll get kind of the rundown a little bit. Rate us. We haven't figured out how to, but we will be rating ourselves.
And we're over halfway to our goal. Casey just saw today that we are over halfway to our goal for getting the amount of subscribers on YouTube by the end of the year. So
subscribe. Yeah. Come hang out with us. We just want to talk. That is all we want to do.
We just want to talk.
Yeah. We just want to talk. We just want to talk. That's all. No, we do want to. So we will see you next week.
Yes.
Love you. Have a good week. Bye.